Namaste, this is Sunilee welcoming you all to Planet to Soul Astrology. So, today I have come with the topic of Ketu. The more we learn about Ketu, the more we learn about this shadow planet, the more curiosity comes in our mind, because the whole Kali Yuga, we are living in this earth. I call it as a Kali Yuga because this is full of material, this is full of lust, luxuries and desires, also spirituality up to some extent. But when we take human birth, then definitely some of our karmic baggage we carry forward, and definitely that karmic baggage, whatever we carry forward, converts into prarabdha, because you never know that how much prarabdha is getting converted through your karmic baggage. 159 houses are of your karmic baggage. Basically, we call 5th house as Purva Punya house, 9th house is also Purva Punya house, and 1st house is also Purva Punya house. Why? Because 1st house is you yourself. You took birth because of your past bliss, because of your Purva Punya, you took birth in Manushya Yoni. 5th house is what type of creativity you are born with, what type of characteristic you are born with, what type of talent you are born with, along with what type of mindset or what type of mental travels you are born with, because 5th house is also of astral travels, mental travels. And then we come to 9th house of chart, where again our dharma is connected to our karma, right? And then 10th house, 11th house comes into existence. So today what I am going to discuss, that your karmic baggage is lying in your shadow planets, specifically in Ketu. Rahu will always give you things in, like, it amplifies the things, it always multiplies the things. Rahu whenever gives you desires, you desire for 100 rupees, you feel that 100 rupees are enough for me, and when you get 100 rupees you desire for 500 rupees, or you may say, if I would have desired 150 rupees, 200 rupees, then nothing was bad in that. You will not be cheerful for that 100 rupees which you already desired. Same way, this is just an example, same way with your work also, with your profession also, with your personal life also. You are feeling that, okay, I should get this type of person in my life, my relationship should grow like this, my life should go very healthy, tremendously good. When you get that time you say, oh, at least I could have got better than this, because already what I desired I am getting, but again I am empty in my life, I do not have aim sometimes. And when this type of situation, when the saturation point falls in your life, then Ketu starts working for you. Because basically they are one body. Ketu doesn't have face. Ketu is only the thing which is always in a motion. Ketu is always in a hunt of some good soul, we can call it as. That is why Ketu is very much comfortable with Jupiter. Ketu sometimes surrenders to Jupiter, because Jupiter is the only planet which controls Ketu. And if you talk about Rahu, then Venus is a planet which controls Rahu. Why? Because Venus is Shukracharya, Rahu, and Ketu is connected to Brihaspati, Devarushi, right? That is why we say that Jupiter Ketu connectivity, people are good in spirituality, or they have hidden talent of spirituality in them, or they attain some type of good good energy enhancement without without much emphasizing on the same thing, or without putting more efforts. These people get things very fast. And specifically, if your Jupiter Ketu is connected to 3rd house, 12th house, 8th house of chart, then definitely this urge for getting good soul life is very important. Soul life does not mean that I should get this in my life, I should get that in my life, I should get name, fame, fortune. No, nothing. Ketu and Jupiter are beyond all these things. Jupiter fruits you as per your desire. If you will deserve or desire spirituality, definitely Jupiter will enhance your spiritual level, unless and until your Venetian quality is balanced, and then Ketu will precipitate this quality. So what today I wanted to tell you all, that wherever your Ketu is posited in a chart, definitely see the karma house from Ketu, right? Sometimes people ask that I am not very well established in my profession, I am not very well connected to my superiors, my subordinates, I am not able to attain good attain good marks in my examinations, or I am not able to perform well in my competitive exams, and so on and on and on, many things we see. So definitely you just make sure that which planet or Rashi is lying 10th to your Ketu. Last time I talked about 4th from Ketu technique, and really this works fantastically. If you will put more of attention towards this, you will come to know the whole idea about it, that what I am trying to convey you. So if you will see 10th house from your Ketu, which planet is posited in 10th house to Ketu, or which Rashi is posited, definitely that Rashi related work or that Rashi related dedicated work you have to perform. I'll give you simple example. If your if your Ketu is posited in 8th house of chart, for example, then 10th house from 8th house happens to be your 5th house, correct? So what happens that in 5th house, if sun like planet is posited, then definitely you are born to serve others by being in an authority position, no matter which designation you are. That will totally depend on your Surya, Rashi or Nakshatra, and definitely your ascendant lord also. Because all people having sun in 10th house or 10th to Ketu, not necessarily they are into government or they are into authority organizations, correct? So here you have to see that what strength this planet is having. But definitely 10th from Ketu will definitely decide what work you should do. What work means what? The Rashi which is posited, if you do not have any planet in 10th from Ketu, and as I was giving an example of Ketu in your 8th house of chart, and if you the 10th from that falls Gemini sign, say Mithuna Rashi, then Mercury becomes prominent planet in connection to Ketu for you. So you have to learn many things. You are curious to learn many things. Always you are lingering to learn many things. Always you feel that I am half done, because Ketu will immediately affect this 10th house. I am not saying that Ketu is aspecting. Last time many people gave in a comment that Ketu doesn't have aspect, then how you are saying? I am saying that each and every planet, including shadow planets, gives their hidden effects, what we call as a Rashmis. Even though it is shadow planet, but still we experience fruits of this planet. That means they are existing. Otherwise we would have not talked about these planets at all. Otherwise, we do not have Ketu Dasha, we do not have Rahu Dasha with us. That means definitely these shadow planets have tremendous energy in them. They are guiding you. In fact, we are not getting it, or we are not taking it in a positive way. So if the Gemini sign is posited 10th to your Ketu and no planet is there, and then you have to see where the Mercury position is, you will always throughout your life, you will linger for that Mercurian quality in you, and definitely you will have Mercurian quality, but still always you will try to polish yourself. Even though this Mercury is exalted, own sign, or this Mercury is well posited in your chart, but still Mercury is a planet which will always drive you towards end of your deeds. Moksha, what we call it as a satisfaction. Through Mercury you will get a satisfaction. If Sun is posited 10th to your Ketu, then definitely you are always feeling that in spite of having so much of work, I am not getting along with my seniors, I am not getting satisfaction in the work what I am doing. I am in a good designated post, I am doing good for my office, for my profession, I am very punctual, I have decision making power in me, but still I am not getting anything. Why this is happening? Because from your Ketu, the 10th house is of Surya. Then definitely you are always lacking in these fruits. It is not that wherever your Ketu is posited, that house signification you are waiting for or you are hungry for. It is always the 10th from Ketu also. If it is a planet like Venus, 10th to your Ketu, then definitely you are lacking in your relationship. Even though you have many friends around you, you have a good relationship, you have creativity in you, you have good talent in you, but still you are lagging something behind, and always you feel that no, I need something more, because 10th house is of your karmic accumulation. The baggage is lying with Ketu, and it is just releasing its energy towards all houses of our chart. But 10th house is a middle house of our chart, where we see Madhyahan, that is afternoon, where the sun is on our head, right? And when Ketu, that means your Atma is getting activated. Your Atman is becoming more soulful over here. You feel that no, I'm lagging behind in all these things. Same way you have to see all other planets also. If it is a planet like Saturn, then always you are finding difficulty in setting up in your profession. Always you feel that I am deprived from getting all type of good fruits through my profession. Also father's bliss also, because 9th and 10th house, both houses are connected to father's bliss. Then it depends that what planet, what nakshatra this planet are. And if you do not have planet, as I said before, just see the Rashi and where this planet is posited. The basic idea of this is just see that you are enhancing the nature, enhancing the property of these planets, and you are trying to churn up with the energy of it. If Surya is there or Surya Rashi is there, or many planets are posited, see the highest degree planet over there, then there won't be any confusion to you. Even though if it is a Vakri planet, then they are asking more and more, then you should follow Pradosh Vrat connected to that planet. If Venus is posited in a Vakri mode, 10th to your Ketu, then definitely you have to follow Pradosh Vrat connected to Venus. That is the Pradosh Vrat, whatever falls on Friday or Shukravar, you have to follow that to mingle with good energy of this Ketu. This is a very deep thing what I am trying to say you. I have made research on this and I have found it very useful. It's not there you will find it here and there. Whatever techniques I am trying to share with you all. Those are really hard work of mine, whatever I do, and I feel that everyone should be benefited through this. At least you will forward all these things to other people or Jyotish interested people, and definitely you will share to others, or you will also improvise it, and maybe you will also implement this in your chart and other charts also, and just see the fruits. 100% it will be there. 100% you will find such type of fruits. So this was about Ketu and your 10th house. Next time I will come with another topic. Yes, your 7th lord nakshatra in Saturn, right? That will be the next topic of mine. By that time, stay tuned with my channel. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share. And sabka mangal ho. May all be blessed. Namaste.